Hello students of 7th standard. Today we are going to start the new chapter from your textbook, that is nothing but chapter number 11th, that is cell structure and microorganism. Before going to this chapter, we should know what is cell structure and microorganism. Cell means what? See, our body is totally made up of number of cells. Now, it is made up of number of cells means what? Now, what are these cells? So, cells are nothing but some minute structures. So, these structures are structural and functional units of our body. Now, what are microorganisms? Microorganisms means very minute organisms whichever are present in our body. So, see, what is the name of the minute component of which the body of the living organism is made up of? Now, cell is nothing but a very minute organism which is present in our body. Now, see, there are number of smallest units whichever are present in the, you can say, body. Now, these number of units are called as the cell structure. So, here we are going to study what is cell. We have learned that cell organization is the primary, you can say, characteristics of the living organism. So, it tells us that if the body contains the cell organization, then and then only the shape of the body is possible, or you can say the living organism will get the shape of the body. And the cell is the fundamental and, you can say, structural unit of the living organism. So, whenever you are seeing that what is cell? Cell is nothing but the fundamental structural unit of the, you can say, living organism. As we know, there are various alphabets in our, you can say, languages. These alphabets, when come together, they make the words. When words come together, they make the sentences. When the sentences come together, they make the lines. When lines come together, they make the chapter. When chapters come together, they make the, you can say, book. We see that the structural organization of the book is nothing but a flow chart. That means it is like a flow chart. That means various substances, when come together, they form a, you can say, the various things. See here, similarly, there are organizational levels in the living organisms. These are cells, tissues, organs, organ system, organisms. That means, see, cell is nothing but a structural and functional unit of a body. When cells come together, they form the tissues. When tissues come together, they form the organs. When organs come together, they form the organ system. When organ system come together, they form the body. So, this way there is a nothing but a system which is made up in our body. Cells form the basis of the structure and function of all living organism. So what are cells? Cells are nothing but the basic structures. So these are the basic structure which are doing the functions in all of the living organism. It is the only, you can say, with the help of the cell that a living organism carry out different life processes. That means the different life processes whichever are carried out in case of a living organism, these all are carried out with the help of the, you can say, cells. Then see your next one. Where do the life processes living unicellular organism takes place? See there. Now there are two types of organisms. One is unicellular organism and another is multicellular organism. Unicellular organism means a organism which has, you can say, a single cell in their body, and multicellular organism means which are having many cells in their body. This is very important. See there. Next one. Great scientist. In 1665, a great scientist, Robert Hooke. See, there was a scientist whose name was Robert Hooke. He observed a thin section of a cork. What he did, whenever he was studying some things, he observed a very thin section of a cork under a microscope, and he observed this thing. How? He observed it under a microscope. In this section, he saw hexagonal compartments like those of a, you can say, beehive. He saw there were, you can say, hexagonal compartments were there in this section, and these compartments were like a beehive. He named those compartments cells. What he did, in order of naming these things in another thing, he named them this as a cells. This term is derived from an Latin word cella, and he derived this word from an Latin word which was nothing but a cella. What do you mean by cella? Cella is nothing but which means a small room. Cella means what? A small room. Now what happens? See there. In 1838, the two other scientists, M.G. Sladen and the Theodore, what they did? They and Theodore Schwann formulated a theory about cellular structure. They studied about the cell, and they again find out one cellular theory, and from that they find out the cellular structure. Now, which stated, what they stated, that all the living organisms are made up of, you can say, cells. They told that all the living organisms are made up of cells, and what they told, that cell is nothing but a fundamental component of the living organism. That as every organism's body is made up of an, you can say, cell. That means that its component is, you can say, made up of fundamental component. It is nothing but a fundamental component of an living organism. In 1885, Rudolf Virchow stated that all cells are formed from pre-existing cell. There was another scientist whose name was Rudolf Virchow. What he stated that? He stated that all the cells were existed from the pre-existing cells.